Hi and welcome back to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏. My name is Nick, and today guys we're going to be jumping back down into the charts for Vechain, taking a look at what has been going on most recently and what I would expect to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you'll be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏. Now if you have not yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. Okay guys, let's waste no more time. Let's jump right on into this, right? So Vechain paired up with USDT on the hourly chart. Binance is the data source, and what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of review where we are at the moment. So we are tracking a move to the downside here a little bit, and it does look like there's a little bit more room to the downside than maybe we were initially kind of thinking. So we've got to get some subwave counts going on here just to get a bit of an idea of what is going on. Okay, so we are seeing Bitcoin most likely going to have a bit of a pullback. So yeah, Vechain essentially is going to kind of follow suit. If we bring this back up, you can see it's overbought on the hourly chart. So we want to kind of keep an eye on this, right? So as we can see here, we had this really kind of macro move over this side. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear some of this out for now, right? I'm going to leave the targets in place though for now. So what we've got is we're going to map out a couple of things. So we have our subwave counts just here. So we have our clear ABC structure going up, clear ABC structure down, ABC structure up, and then ABC structure coming down. Okay, so essentially that then just looks like a corrective pattern like this, A, B, and C. Okay, so we end up at that pattern right there. Then, of course, we have the same thing going on. We're basically just trading sideways here. We have A, B, and C, slight overextension, but did not turn impulsive. We then pull back down here, and, you know, you can count that as a 5-wave move, meaning that we are more than likely in some kind of fourth wave, but then we crossed and invalidated that. So it's not... yeah, so that's basically going to mean that we are still in this B wave move with maybe we're still waiting for a completion of our zigzag here. Let's just actually take a focus in on that then. So let's take a look. What have we got? Well, we've got a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have a 5-wave move here. And, you know, it could be that we actually haven't... interesting. So we've got 3, we've got potentially 3, so we could say that that's maybe A, that's maybe B. We're still kind of waiting for a little bit of a C move, then a D and an E and a breakdown. So it could be something here that hasn't necessarily finished. So I'm just going to drop this on here for a sec, and I'll also draw this on here as well. Okay, so we're getting ourselves into this pattern. Okay, so as you can see, we had the 5 waves coming on down, and it's possible that what we've got here essentially is A, and I'll say that that is probably B, some kind of C somewhere in here. Maybe that's not quite finished yet, but maybe, yeah, maybe I'll go with something like this, D, waiting for E. It's very, very messy. Alternatively, we've got some kind of ending diagonal, in which case you could have the cross, and if that is the case, then we could, of course, have this down here into this kind of tight wedge before we get the 5th wave drop down. That's also possible. So in that scenario, we would have something that would look like this. 1, 2, 3, slight overlap on wave 4, which is allowed in our ending diagonals, and then 5th wave pulling down after. That one also looks pretty plausible as well. But we are coming towards an end of a correction. That much we can see. That much we have, you know, anchored in on. It's just waiting to see this last little play, this triangular wedge. And if this is the case, and we are inside some kind of 4th wave triangle here in this complex correction, we'd have A, B, C, D, waiting for E, drop down. And in fact, the E is unpredictable. Doesn't even have to go as high as that. We could articulate that maybe we've completed the E just about here, and then we look for that pullback down. We grab hold of this and we run this up to here. Then we are talking about 2.6 to 2.7. So if I were to grab hold of this little range right here and just draw that in, our 5th wave would potentially end up in that zone there. Anywhere between 2.657 and 2.750. Okay, that becomes the sweet spot for for VET, okay, and that kind of short-term move. From there, we then actually start talking about a move on up. And again, this is then a bigger corrective play all the way from over here. Giant A wave up, B wave coming down, C wave coming up. So again, I don't think we're really going to push past 3.66 cent. And dropping down here, I think that would actually be tying in incredibly nicely with a 1-to-1 ratio. Let me actually just grab that on the nose there. This one. If I pull that in, grab here, move this over to the worst case scenario, it shows us with 3.7. If we move it up to the best case scenario, it shows us at 3.9. So 3.66 seems very, very plausible, and where I would be really thinking that upper end is likely to be. Now, I know that's really complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but I wanted to make sure that we're mapping out the best I could in terms of what is going on with this sideways trade at the moment. We've bounced around a fair amount. Bitcoin doesn't really understand which way it wants to go either. There's definitely a decoupling between Bitcoin and the stock market, and so I think it's important that we understand that eventually these crypto assets will start to decouple from each other. They will start to do their own thing. But at the moment, Vechain is paired up with Bitcoin in the sense that it is doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing. So when Bitcoin pulls back, which is my expectation, before moving back up again, then that's going to be where Vechain here is going to land. So that's kind of what we're looking out for. I'm going to keep this nice and brief. So if you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one.